Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this morning. Got a big show lined up and all kind of great pictures. We're going to be adding a lot of names for the drawing tomorrow. So let's get started with our weather. High 67. Folks, the low is only going to be 59 tonight. That's the highest low we've had this year so far. So don't have to throw a log on the fire tonight. Water temperature is still at 57 degrees. Our river readings. The Apalachicola Bluntstown level off at a 8.2 is in good shape. And the Choctaw at Caryville, same situation, 6.3. Both of them level off good. Nice even flow for this weekend if you want to get out. Now, it looks like we're going to have some rain coming in tomorrow. So not a whole lot they're calling for, but it'll be sort of cloudy and raining and all. But days like that are really good days to be out in the woods and actually fishing in the base systems and all. Those good cloudy, overcast days. What you got to watch out for is the wind, which today the wind's coming west, southwest at 12. And just noticing they're not getting that north wind with the cold air, it's getting west, southwest. That's why it's staying like 59 low tonight. So anyway, be aware of that. Our Neap Tides brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. They didn't bring us Neap Tides, they bring us a tide chart. The low is at 224 and high this afternoon at 347. So we got some good tides coming up Saturday, but not much today. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I just want to show you something. Gail does my outline every night, and I was looking for some notes from like 4 years ago. This is 2016 of this week, January 19th, 2016, and I'm looking for some old video. The guy his dad had passed away, and I had interviewed his dad. And I'm trying to find it, so I'm going back day by day trying to find it. But I thought this was funny. I wrote myself a note because if outdoorsmen to mention this on the show. In January of 2016, the fuel prices are the lowest in 7 years. That's good news for boaters, especially charter boats. Now, we all know gas prices are going up, so if you're planning a charter boat trip, just be aware of that. Your charter boat trip might be up a little bit higher and all, but it's ironic because I ran across that with the gas prices. Just be aware of when you're doing the outdoor things, when you're planning it. Speaking of doing some good things now, the sporting clays. Okay, we talked about this yesterday on the show. The third annual Sporting Clays, I'm going to blow it up for you, tournament. It was scheduled for tomorrow, but the rain date, they had a rain date, and sure enough, we got rain tomorrow, so they're going to do it January 29th. And right here in the center, this is Second Chance of Northwest Florida. It's a non-profit organization serving the needs of adults with brain injuries and their families. And what a great job they do. It's going to be at the Bay County Shooting Range. And here's the phone number right in the middle of the screen. Call Tim Matthews. You can just go over there and shoot and join a team. There's the schedule, 7:30 registration, and you shoot from 9 to 12, lunch provided, $100 per shooter. But what a great cause it goes to. So it's and prizes and all too. Good stuff. Okay, let's move on to some pictures. I wanted to. We got a lot of pictures. I don't know where to start. We're going to start with some good news and a good one right here. Several times, quite on a regular basis, I'm showing one of our FWC officers, Hal Webb. He and his brother have the Gulf County area, and Hal just has this love for the outdoors, and he has a job where he can be outdoors all the time. And I run into him every now and then, but I've known Hal a long time. I knew his mom was a teacher there with us years ago. Here he is right here, Hal Webb in Port St. Joe. Check this out. I picked up this red eastern screech owl from some concerned citizens who found it on the side of the road. Most likely it was hit by a vehicle. It is in rehab now and should make a full recovery. But Hal is so good. Remember the turtles and all we found him with, and he just does so many good things and all. He deserves some kind of FWC award for going above and beyond, taking care of things. Good job, Hal Webb. Speaking of good things, Billy Grantham's son Buckshot, he said Buckshot got the monkey off his back. So we went ahead and took Matthew's picture too. Said, good Lord bless me this afternoon, that same buck. But that's a dark buck, but that is a fine buck, and congratulations, Matthew Grantham. Junior Hagler, we're talking about big bar hogs. from on yesterday's show. We had a good show on that, and here's Junior Hagler with a big one. Good job, Junior. Here's a better. You see how I put this in and see how big it is. Okay. All right. I don't know if this fits in at all, but I'm not going to call out any names. But legend has it that a man parked his car while waiting for his wife to get ready. And we'll move on to the next picture. Brandon McKenzie, his wife Katie Hare McKenzie. To say I'm excited for my wife is an understatement. She got her first deer today. Love you, Katie Hare. Very proud of you. Good job. Here's a picture of it right here. And all right, good job. Katie Hare McKenzie. Her dad teaches there at Mosley. Her uncle and aunt and all have been teachers. Her grandparents and all were teachers. So let me tell you this situation here. This is a fellow COPA member, Southeastern Outdoor Press Association. He's from Missouri, and we see him once a year and all. He has a place up there in Missouri. He has this nice cabin, outdoor cabin, and he has some land, and he has kids come up there and hunt. It's just one of those situations that he has he does some work. He actually does the Driftwood Acres, a little show he does on a podcast. So anyway, y'all check out his cabin now. Look how pretty it is. All right, right here. So, okay. So here, in fact, here's the inside of it. Isn't that a great hunting cabin? And you can imagine that old heater and everything, how warm that is up there in Missouri. Well, and he keeps his equipment and paddles and all that on the back and all. Well, folks, he has some poachers out there. Then he turned the poachers in, and they got mad at him and they burned it down. Can you believe that? You read that sign. Brandon Butler's cabin was burned down in retaliation for turning in a poacher during deer season. He was former executive of the Conservation Federation. Goes on to talk about a noted good outdoor rider and all, but that shows you the meanness and evil in some people is prevalent in all walks of life. And we hate it because he lost some memorabilia and all. So it's just. I don't know what else to say about it. I just hate it for him. We're all trying to do some little things for him. Let's go to another more positive picture here. How about Elizabeth Wingrove again? She and her boyfriend out there, 6-man limit in 30 minutes. I want to think this is Apalachicola Bay because they hunt a lot. They might have come over here to St. Andrew Bay, but I think this is Apalachicola Bay. There were 6 of them, and they got the limit in 30 minutes. You see the decoys out there. This has been a very good duck season from the hunters I've talked to and the trip I went on. Good job, Elizabeth. And I'm going to have to get her on the show. She does some good stuff. Scott Kelly. This morning I was blessed to take this big 11-point. I had him on camera for several months, but never was consistent. Everything fell into place today. And that's how it does. Sometimes it just falls into place. Good job, Scott Kelly. That's the outdoor family, the Kelly family. Speaking of outdoorsmen, old Harris Scruggs, he's a captain during the fishing season, and he hunts a lot. His wife Amber, and look at their little kids, already growing up. Amber Gray is that time of year. So good job, Harris Scruggs, a graduate of Bozeman High School. All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Don't forget now, February, we got speckled trout is closed for the month of February here in northwest Florida. So keep that in mind. And speaking of catching speckled trout, a lot of folks, for many, many years, they have fished at what we call the Steam Plant Canal, and people want to know, is it, you can still bring fish out of there? Yes, the Steam Plant Canal, the Warden Bayou, is just like regular fishing up in the creek or anything. So it's fine to fish up in it. And finding we bring the fish out there, it's all the fish laws are in effect, but the water is different now. It's not coming out there like it was with the coal fire. It's now sort of they heat those turbines by natural gas. So we'll talk more about that. Also making announcements for fishermen. The Cargray boat ramp, I had a picture sent to me. It's not in good shape as far as launching a boat. The sand is washed, it's structurally sound. It's in great shape structure-wise, but sand is washed in there, and from the winds and all, and the currents, and they've got to do some work on the Cargray boat ramp. So when you're planning a trip, if you're inland and all, planning to come to Cargray, you might really want to check it out before you plan to launch your boat there, okay? got a lot more pictures. I'm not gonna get all the pictures in today. We got, but I want to show you a few more because we're getting bogged down with them, which is a good problem to have. Trent Buchanan busted one in front of some hounds. Good job, Trent Buchanan. And our dog there, happy dog. Donnell Finley is a good hunter. Finally broke the ice. That's the first one this year. Good job, Mr. Finley. And let's see, a couple more. Oh, this is the official sports drink, one other kid. Now, y'all know exactly what we're talking about. I don't know how we survived without Gatorade growing up. Our coaches wouldn't give us but one little Coca-Cola bottle full of water during a 3-hour practice because it made you weak if you don't drink too much water. Now listen, get to fishing. Here's a snook locally caught. Braden Harris sent this. There was a friend of his. His buddy caught this snook, and you just don't see a lot of those. I'm gonna send this in to FWC biologist who wrote me last week. All right, let's read this one. A good outdoor photography. Winston, my wife Lori and I were volunteering at Ball Point State Park, working on trails Sunday morning. We were going down one of the trails when we came across this buck. He was in the palmettos. We stopped, got out our phones, and took some pictures. The buck just stood there for a while, then walked slowly across the trail. We continued on and came across this doe. It also stood around and then walked off. We continued down the trail and saw more deer that were further away. It was a great morning to be on the trails. John and Lori McCarter down in Alligator Point. And let's see. Here's a picture. Okay, here's a picture of the buck right here. Don't you love our state parks? I just love our state parks. And then there's a doe there. And I also love our phone cameras to get them out real quick. I'm going to read you one more story. Chris Kramer Chevrolet. Now, y'all know they do a good job down there, but Chris is a big outdoorsman. We showed pictures that he catches a lot. But here, this son of mine picks his deer stand like he picks the W's and L's in college and NFL football with confidence. That goes a long way, folks, that confidence. He has conviction and often counter to his father's counsel. He's not listening to his dad, in other words. It was cold, his hand stuck to his frozen .243, and he was patient. The deer didn't present a kill shot for a solid 10 minutes. Easy, relax, breathe. Finally, a clear shot and one grunt. No reaction. I grunt louder. He stops perfect broadside at 170 yards and slightly quartering away. Bam! Chris drops the hammer. Buck down. I'm impressed and proud on many levels. This morning, a great hunter slept in. So check that out. Good job, little Kramer there. And a lot of patience, too. Okay, let's end on, this is good right here. You don't stop fishing when you get old. You get old when you stop fishing. But I love that picture, the wooden boat there and those chairs. That's really how the early fishermen, the early charter boats had those chairs, the big old comfortable chairs like that. So that's good right there. Let's show one more, okay. This is over in Gulf Breeze, the bait and tackle over there. A mako shark was caught and released safely on Pensacola Beach Saturday. Joe Ibarra Jr. That is a healthy mako shark right there, and they do hang around here in the wintertime. In fact, remember Rick Corliss talking about he was flying the other day, and he flew out right off the pier with a big shark. It could have been one just like that. A lot of makos hanging around. Okay, let's add some names. Good. We want to make sure we want to have a big drawing tomorrow, so let's take a few minutes to add some names. All right, from Junior Everett. I wrote down St. Joe, Mexico Beach because it's sort of in between, okay? Junior Everett, Whitney Hughes, St. Joe, Mexico Beach, and Steve Hughes. Talked to Steve last night. They moved down from Georgia about 6 years ago. Love the outdoors and glad to have them in our area. Gerald Farmer, Caraville, Edna Farmer, Caraville, Whitney Outlaw from Caraville, over in Santa Rosa Beach. Liz Nicolucci, okay. From Fountain, Katie Comby. From Santa Rosa Beach, Russell Womble. From Fountain, Randy Stickley. We've got a bunch of Fountain people here. Brewster Cobb, Charlotte Hill, Denise Cobb, the Cobb family, Gracie, and Ty and Brassy. Okay, all the Cobb family. Ty Cobb. Glad to have Ty Cobb watching the show. Okay. Also, we're talking about hog hunting yesterday. I was talking about, some of y'all may want to go. Paul Stokes is the guy that we were talking about. Let's see if I pull it up real quick. Muddy River Outfitter. The name of his company is Muddy River Outfitters. And here it is right here. You can put it up. I just put it up online right there. Muddy River Outfitters. And you scroll through. He has different things on there. But Muddy River Outfitters. It's up in Alpha. And he's been doing it a while. He's got some good video on there talking about night hunting and heat sensors. Okay, there's a granddaughter. That's Paul right there. Paul's the one with the orange shirt. Okay, but he got some great video. And that's a night vision and all. Look at how many there are. They're just all over the place. Actually, he's really calls his company out Game Control because the farmers call him trying to get those hogs out of their field. So Paul Stokes up there, Muddy River Outfitters. I've known Paul a good while. He's a good man, and it'll be fun. He likes to take young people too. And you go out there in the field. He'll go. Y'all go to. If you go with him, you just want to go to one field and just hunt it. Usually, you got a field over here. Then you're gonna run over here about an hour later and run over there, and it's a good way, up in the nighttime and all, and it's fun. The young people really enjoy it. So if you want to take someone out to, and they got all the guns, everything. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. Looking at 5:08 to 7:08 this morning. What a great time to be in the woods. And then from 5:29 to 7:29, that's when those hogs will be moving around. Okay, I'm going to read this email. It's rather lengthy, but I'm going to show you the picture. We're talking about, this is, here's a dog and all that we're going to be talking about right here, okay? All right, so here's our email. I'm just going to read it to you. Folks, viewers up there in Atlanta, Georgia, and he wrote it to Travis and Winston. The title of it was Christmas in January from the Panhandle Outdoor Shop. So this is interesting. This is one of our viewers. I want to let y'all know my gear from the Panhandle Outdoor Shop arrived today. I couldn't be more excited. It's like a second Christmas. Travis, thanks so much for your help. The process was fast and easy. Wonderful job. Winston, my wife and I, along with our dog, Gert, picture below, that's in the picture right there, watch you every morning. We're from Pensacola, but relocated to Atlanta, and having your show is like having a slice of home every day. I hear that a lot. People just get a piece of this action. Plus, it helps us stay positive when we have to get out in that dadgum Atlanta traffic on the way to work. I feel your pain there. Winston, last thing. I know you feature dogs every now and then. Well, I'd like to introduce our puddle pointer. Okay, that's what Gert is, a poodle. It's spelled P-U-D-E-L, but okay, it's a poodle pointer. Okay, a poodle pointer. Her breed is one of the best gun dog breeds around, but not many know about poodle pointers. They're excellent retrievers. They love the water for the duck hunts and are wonderful family dogs. As you can see, they're known for their scruffy bearded face and wiry coats. Look them up, let me know. Thanks again for the best show around and for getting the Panhandle Outdoor Shop up and running. If you find yourself in Atlanta, please look us up. Vince Long. Okay, so here's the picture, okay? There's Gert, a poodle pointer. Okay, and then here, he got his stuff in the mail up there. And look at there, Gert's up there checking it out. I just thought that was a good piece of just real life things going on here. So thank you for that good email and letting folks know about it. We've got let's see. I want to, right now we're hunting a lot right in the middle of the rut in some places, the beginning in some places and all. And as you know, the deer are nocturnal for the most part. If you check it in cameras, you can sort of verify what we've said for many, many years. They're coming at night. But Michael Harris came up with a phrase the other day. I was talking to him. He'd been watching them on the camera and all up at the place they hunt. And he said, well, right now they're flirting with daylight. And I like that phrase. They're flirting with daylight because now they're getting out a little bit more bold. And in fact, here's what he sent me, flirting with daylight. You can see the sunrise, and the deers are now coming out a little bit flirting with daylight. So I thought that was a good phrase there. And one thing too, a lot of us, including myself, are hunting with deer ground blinds. And I started looking them up the other day, and you know, the advantages of a ground blind is just it's portable, move around. We've talked about it before. And I just started looking at several different ones, and I've been meaning to show these. I just started looking up all the ground blinds. I had no idea there was that many ground blinds, but if you want to look at some of these, this is a rhino blind right here. Let's see. Here we go. A rhino blind, okay? I haven't showed this before, have I, Jeff? Okay, here we go, a Primos. It's a round view, and I don't know the prices on most of these. A Ameristep. I think mine's an Ameristep. They're all basically the same, there's different companies, but they're comfortable. You can sit there, here's the inside of it. You can unzip them all. That's a big cat hunting blind, but you can, especially if you're bow hunting and all, you have room to pull back and all, they won't see you. Now these right here are pretty expensive. These redneck, that's solid fiberglass. They're pretty expensive. They're a lot more expensive than others, but they're very comfortable. Here's one, a Sportsman Guide. That one's $89. That's a good deal right there. Here's another bayonet blind, radar ground blind, camo. This is interesting. This is really mainly for duck hunters and all. It's they're called a panel blind. You don't see many of these around here. You could use it for deer hunting, but I started looking at the price. That was like $263, and I looked at that again. I'm not gonna get one of those, but it's just interesting. The Summit is a good brand. And then you can see different sizes. And then you want a good chair. Of course, this is little. If you're long distance shooting, you want a good chair like that to shoot long distance. But most of us not going to be doing that kind of stuff. And that's a chair with a tent around it. To me, I'd get claustrophobia. I wouldn't want to sit in there. And then the outhouse hunting blind, and it's a stakeout where you just sort of stake it out. It's only $18.99, and it's got stakes in it. So, and then of course a Halloween costume. Okay, all right, that's enough right there. We got to wrap it up. But anyway, the ground blinds are interesting, and I just thought I wanted to research and just show you how many is out there. Run out of time today. We're going to have our drawing tomorrow, all kind of giveaways, and make sure we'll get other names in. Have a great day. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.